Hello. No time for formalities. Let's get started again. Alright. Getting my character sheet up. Which one of these was it? I don't remember which one of these characters had the what was told to parlay. Alright. Right, the telling.
That my quest begins on the darkest night of the season. Let it not be said I lack for dramatic flair. Oh.
Clavey.
Flick, what you have to remember is that context is important.
On your way out of here, can I ask where you're going? Or better yet,
Can you not ask?
truth is, I've been having these dreams.
You want to come with me?
I just don't think you should go alone.
Ah, fine. Come along. Bring a friend if you wish. I'm only warning you. This might get dark.
Bring the lady that's with them, guys. Yeah, those four. I guess they're there. Often they traveled in the night. The moon was new, stars far away, and the darkness deep.
The truth is, it takes someone willing to enter the darkness in order for bright gold to be found, or diamonds, or... What's your favorite cave thing?
I don't know. Bears? No, bears. Bears have sort of appealed to me since I was small.
Respect?
Okay, sure, the bears. Someone must reach within the dark and pull out the bears.
Phrasing.
Is that you who does that?
Yes.
It's like running out into the rain to bring your sheets in. You'll be soaked, but you may at least sleep dry.
Clavey finds a path in the dark, up the side of an old weather-blasted hill, where an ancient altar awaits. Waits, not awaits. Clavey removes a small effigy from her pack.
Okay. What's that hideous all about?
The effigy looks like an amalgamation of all the foes they've ever brought down. She slides into the altar's higher compartment.
Clavey, what is that?
Made it for monster parts, all kinds.
Monster parts?
Sure, some fine specimens too. Check pieces reminiscent of the original body, but obscure enough not to be reminded of who they were.
So now
the spell just needs a blood.
She's done this before. Clavy cuts her hand.
Now, under the obsidian eye of night, let my blood flower and fruit, a lostling's bottomless heart be fed.
She squeezes blood onto the small abomination.
Nothing's happening. How strange.
And then something does. Flame Fiend. You did the dark ritual, didn't you? Why, yes, of course I did. Why would I not? Is there a reason why I shouldn't? Get fucked. Oh, that's the little thing that we summoned it from. Ooh. Yeah, you're taking that. Right, dust trick.
That wasn't quite what I was expecting.
what was it?
Don't know, some kind of leech lord launched from the ravenous flaming maw of Nether Flare. But that's just a guess.
A great black gust rushes up.
But this is a promising.
A second gout of fire engulfs the altar as a disembodied voice howls. Uh-oh. That kind of looks like Nim.
I'm the sadness of infinite suffering made manifest. You gaze upon me and be immolated in despair. Are you the lostling Biznix? Yep. Hey guys. Ready to do some evil?
The next day.
Hey, Clavy.
I don't care. Blood conjuring, what a bust. I am the sadness of infinite suffering made manifest. I don't see why that means I have to be alone.
You're 74? You're still retiring after this chapter now. Which, fair. Sneak thief.
Where's my lucky coin?
It's a small thing to misplace in a big world.
It couldn't have been the spoon or the socks, could it? Had to be the coin. The coin is responsible for more victories than you'd think. I forgot it on a hunt one time and I couldn't hit a thing. You know, friends help friends look for lucky coins.
I hear ya. Flake, if I even knew where to start looking. Oh, is that it?
What the? Get your beaky little mouth off of my coin.
It's not listening.
Oh. Nice try. Come here.
There he is.
Smart move, drop you before I caught up.
Pocket. There's a Morthagi.
Well, at least the luck returned quickly. See? Those are called Morthagi. Morthagi. Now we know where they're congregating. You know what? Never mind.
A Flake?
Shh, over here. We've got the coin and we've got a leg up on the Morthagi now.
Nim looked super happy. Oh god, there's a wardrobe. Hey, there's the wardrobe. Fuck. Yeah, that would make sense, wouldn't it? What? Okay. Nice. Oh, thank God it left Bone Link. Uh-oh. Okay. Nice.
Oh, they've lost their courage.
Except, no they didn't. For bam. Blood Wither. She's been using a tier 1 wand? Oh. Right.
So you got the coin back?
Yep, the little rascal must have had a change of heart and dropped it.
He's kinda cute.
In an ugly way, maybe.
Come here, little critter. Come on, you wanna be friends?
Let's go into him.
Zuma, as long as you can take care of yourself. But if my coin goes missing again, I'm using you as monster bait.
Nice. Yeah, speaking of, what does this critter do? 12 accuracy. That's good.
Yeah, fine. Now let's go on to the next fight.
Alright. There we go. Alright. Man. Avenger. They make for the cover of the trees. Of trees. Day dies. Shadows feather the trunks. Stories flicker in the mind.
They say a hero used to belong to these lands. A towering woman who wore an antlered helm wielded a blade of flashing gold.
That was around here?
Night wind stirs, damp and cold.
Din Yearling, she was called, and her sword was named Avenger. Protected the people, the goodly beasts, the trees. I used to aspire to her ideal. But that's...
That's what? Oh, that's a sword.
In the stories about the end of her life, it was said she laid her sword to rest, not like a tool, but as she'd bid a tired friend to sleep. Grateful, she buried that battle-notched blade, weird edge pressed in the earth where 'twas made.
Well, it doesn't exactly look dull and ancient, does it?
Bone dogs are on our heels yet again.
Alright. Alright. We are going to guard its resting place.
The sword has earned its peace.
Where did it go? Alright. Nice. 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 Ooh. Good shot, Jay. Oh, here's more. Yeah, dumbass. Worth a shot. Nice. Ah, so close. There you go. Belt of Courage. Oh, there's a few more we can bury.
Oh, we've gotten pretty good at it.
Behind him, a powerful radiance envelops the sword. What's it? The brilliant light is blinding. Sound is muffled. Then...
Oh!
Perorn is somewhere else.
Oh.
Not alone.
You're strong, you and your friends.
The woman appears solid, but motes of spectral dust waft from her skin, her armor.
Here. Are you Din Yearling?
Yes, I was.
They're wearing the same kind of armor, that's funny.
Weren't expecting such a beauty, were you?
Don't flatter yourself.
I once carried the sword, Avenger. Until I was quite old. We fought and won together. But she never did like to take a life, and I never did like to make her.
She?
Oh, sure. She was a spirit once. Her home and mine burned, and that was when we formed our pact, to avenge our families, our homes, to fight long as we could.
You became a legend. You both did.
When my strength was gone, I returned her to rest, here among these stones. But still, the land needs heroes, protectors, avengers. I'm beyond this world now, but I've kept watch to find those who might carry my mantle. She's eager to run beside you, to grant you her strength, if you'll have her.
I don't know what that means, but I welcome help if she'll...
A sudden flare sunders the fabric of this ethereal realm. Perorn feels mist against his eyelids and opens them. The sword is nowhere to be seen. However, a glowing fucking rabbit is there.
Perorn?
What just happened?
Hello, Avenger.
The rabbit wiggles her damp nose vindictively. Alright. We're gonna get bonsai. Bonsai. Decisive hothead, snarky hothead, romantic hothead. The bookish hothead. Okay. Ben never spoke much about his past. Sometimes when the fire was low, he'd let slip a fragment about stormy parents, a wronged lover, or some doomed passion. A young woman near Teeland Ironworks taught him how to tell one friend from another. He saw the best minds of his generation go up in flames, burn high, burn out. What was left but to take up their work? Okay. There we go.
Gossip didn't fail me. Flake's in town.
Ben? You're taller now. I'm going to have to come up with a new nickname. Maybe something like Big Ben. Girthy Ben. No. So couch me up on your whole thing.
Later.
Remember how I used to build monsters out of sticks just to knock them down? Promised you that I was going to grow up and save the world.
Who knew the world was going to need so much saving?
Well, you know how life goes. How you drift away, forget what's important, then look around one morning and wonder what happened. But I wanted to make good on that promise.
Oh, Ben, we're gonna have some fun.
Surprisingly not a waste of time. Oh wow, he's getting old. Man, we're getting a lot. Ben is ready for adventure. Lurking Gorgons. That's not good. More lurking Gorgons. Almost sweltering stars.
Our stars climb high tonight.
Oh, are those ones ours?
Oh yeah, I should probably... you are Perorn. Always climbing around, our little stars.
It's a good omen.
Yeah? What's it an omen of?
I can't really tell you what they mean specifically. I also think maybe listening is the point. Quieting yourself enough to hear the voice of existence.
That's good if it gives you confidence. I just say, don't trust omens over much. Well, it's the highest percentage. Plus, he's the one that was going on about omens.
Is this your sign, my guardians, my guides?
Gazing up a long while, Perorn sighs to see no familiar shape among sprays and constellations. Nothing he knows a name for, no point to pin a dream on.
Stars can be a lot like hill folk, full of unspeakable language.
We search and we search. For reason and meaning we ache and wander, but meanings are often as faint as the grayest glimpse behind the darkness. Oh boy! At the raising of those mighty arms, its clamoring kin run before it. A sickening miasma of brine and fish rot befoul the nose. Its sunless skin creaks and shines when it stretches to summon. Smoke leaks off its pelt as it charges, banging the ground with its weird stone staff. Matt, can you... Sure, I guess I'll do that. Alright. Get the discus. Uh-oh. 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 Oh no. Uh-oh. That ain't very good. They just kind of crowded in there. Nice. Nice. No. No! Oh my god. Dustrick, you need to live. Alright, yeah, that would make sense. Yeah, sure, just go and hide. Make my job much worse. Yeah, there's a lot of items in this room. Damn. Nice. Nice. Damn. Well, thank goodness. Nice. Okay, good. Yeah. Uh-oh. I forgot there's that. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Uh-oh. Oh no. Uh-oh. Ah, they're getting killed. Okay, good. Ah, that could have been bad. Aid. I need to check out what that is real quick. Alright. You're not even there, Ben. You can't complain about that. Ben Vigil's chosen ones had passed so many abandoned homesteads as they trekked through Bard Poplar's timberland. Now, to see a light in a ribbon of smoke ahead was as surprising as it was welcome.
Not intimidated by a few Gorgons, my kind of people.
I don't know whether it's inspiring or heartbreaking.
Well, let's hope they're hospitable to boot.
Evening. have to say, we weren't expecting a friendly face in this close to House Dream.
You are friendly, right?
Well, oh, of course. Sorry. Come in, come in. Normally I'd offer you some milk or cheese, but things being as they are.
If you've got the roof and a fireplace, we're already appreciative.
You kept cows in, or sheep?
Kept, right. Cows, my livelihood.
I'm surprised anyone would hang around Tall House Dream with Gorgon corruption so close, especially a cattle farmer.
The thing is, those cows and me, we depend on each other. And just like they wouldn't abandon me, I wouldn't abandon them.
That better not be what it looks like. Is there a good reason we shouldn't run this thing through right now?
I'll take you out back. I was hoping to introduce you to the ladies in the condition a little more delicately, but long story short, I'm glad they held out until somebody like you came along.
Like us?
Well, you're the ones who help. You have magic, don't you? And experience with... You're the ones who do the impossible.
No. That was a different group. It's not that kind of magic, farmer. I hate to tell you this, but the cow's fate was sealed a while ago. And keeping them around any longer than you need to isn't sentimental. It's a death wish.
You couldn't at least take a look at them? See if there was something...
Nim, you've got that look. That overly noble look.
We could study them, perhaps. If you heard someone telling the story afterwards, the right choice is clear. I want them to say that Nim did all she could to save the innocent.
Sure, but what's the ending of that story?
It'll take a few days to look them over. It's not like we have an official appointment time at House Dream anyway.
Thank you doesn't sound like much, but thank you.
Wynn put them up well, and then poured her heart into observing the cow for a few days. Well, we know more about how the curse progresses in beasts. Nothing about how it stops, unfortunately.
That's something, though. Unless you had actually hoped to cure them. Valiant old Nim has broken the Gorgon menace wide open, everyone. Let's bear her around and declare a holiday.
Suddenly,
change of plans, folks. We're not going to Tao's Dream anymore. Tao's Dream got impatient and decided to come to us. About time, Horns. I was wondering when you were gonna show us the goods.
yeah, because that's the thing that I wanted to remove from the Gorgon deck. Sure. Only for you to add it right back in afterwards. There's nothing that spawns tentacles, so I'm good. Oh boy. Cow. Okay, first off, Flake.
I forgot you had Zealous Leap. Ooh, nice. Ooh, nice. Ooh. Nice. Ooh. Nice. Ooh, nice. Oh, fuck. Uh-oh. Okay. Okay. Uh-oh. 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 Ow. Oh, fuck. Oh, this is not good. Uh-oh. This was completely not what I wanted at all. I understand the risks. Yes. Uh-oh. Okay, good. That thing's gone. No! The blow knocks Clavey back on her heels. Pain doesn't come immediately, but the wet stuff dripping down her face is probably blood. She's never taken a hit like this, at least not that she can remember.
Time is running out, but my death will have a purpose.
Deal 24 damage. She raises... Oh, chain reaction. She raises her wand and hurls herself at her foe. Grah! In life she wove with her words, great and subtle tapestries. In death she manages only an unintelligible grunt. Otherwise, there would be no way I would survive this battle. That's where the achievement came from. That's funny. Damn. These Gorgons are fucking my shit up. No! Not again! Holy shit. Okay. Good, it died. Ah! Fuck. moment stretches in Nim's mind. She sees the shadow of her foe. She knows what's coming. She can lean a little to one side or the other, but it won't change much. Then she feels something, a heaviness in her hand. It has a name, Quick Baker. There's a story, maybe, that it wants to tell, and only a sliver of opportunity left to tell it. Quick Baker breaks, Nim falls back. The mighty cudgel leaps across her body just in time. Down its length, the weapon shivers. Splinters fly as Nim crashes to the ground. The weapon sacrifice has spared her from a serious injury. She will retreat and return to fight another day, another weapon in hand. But her fingers will long miss the feel of that old mace. Damn. This was shit. Fuck Gorgons, man. It was so worth it to remove the card that gave those boars extra health, only to add it immediately right back after battle. Yeah. Sorry about your farm. Oh no, it gives the Geist extra damage. Clever Farm fell in battle at Bar Poplar Timberland. We've never actually had a character death that wasn't, you know, just sacrificing Carl. So, here's something that happens when a death happens.
What a waste. What is best? Let's bury her quietly, near her family. Clavey wanted it this way.
Murrow's not gonna be happy.
In places of strife, ghosts may linger.
Now, we will still have Clavey in our legacy. It's just that she will not be available for this campaign anymore.
Perhaps one day they'll tell her story in this very spot.
Okay, good. Nim. Fucking Draven. Oh god. They finished first. Waterling.
Looks like some foxes up in the heater, snapping at bees.
Folded clouds filter the harshness from the light. Hills swell and sink in soft hues, the day's damp coating them. Strange day. I've been on edge since the morning. It's not because I had a friend die or anything.
I'm not old, I guess. Just older than I'd figured I'd be.
What?
You picture certain things for yourself, don't you? I always did.
Slubs shrug them down a little valley to a riverside. Sound of rushing water comes clearer, broadening.
Nothing extraordinary, you thought once. Love would happen. It would spring on you like a season that comes early, unexpected. But,
We should drink more. We should drink together more.
I don't know.
The riverbank's a low, roaring, life-smelling place.
I don't know. Anyway, you picture it'll come along one day. A love like that, but it doesn't. Maybe it did, and I missed my chance.
I'm kind of surprised. You seem like you'd... I don't know. I really don't know, I guess.
Wasted time. Wasted youth.
Shut up, you two. Look.
Huh? What?
One glimpse and Nim pushes forward. A man is kneeling by the river. When he notices them, he straightens, dropping some glinting article in the water. His chin tilts. He's undoubtedly a waterling, a mythical being born out of the river, a wild steward who swims its course and presides over its depths and banks. Nim, moving towards him as a pool, catches his eye. Nim. Be careful here. He's not necessarily glad you're a human.
My name is Nim. Are we trespassing here?
His glance is dark, curious. Lingers over Nim's face. Then he glimmers a star-like grin. And dashes away, up the riverbank. Whatever gleaming object he abandoned in the river begins to drift the opposite direction.
Wait, but I...
Alright. I think I've only encountered this once. Maybe twice. I don't fully remember what happens.
And I don't want to lose another unit because... Like... Damn.
It's taking a long while for the Wildermyth wiki to load.
There it is. Alright. I'm gonna try this.
My heart tells me to follow him.
Nim runs, chasing the wind where the man went. The calling voices of her companions fade. Scattered sprays of faraway songs sting her face like rain. For a disorienting instant, she loses track of where she is. And suddenly she's back staring at Bin and Flake.
Did I just...
You ran that way, then I guess you circled back?
That doesn't make sense.
I failed. Didn't I? Fuck. Well, we're all standing here with nothing. Shall we keep going? They proceed up the bank, finishing their survey. The odorous river leaves a green mark on their memories. They find no further sign of the waterling. Hold on, while I'm thinking about it. Man, things are not going Nim's way, I have to tell you. The longing to see that the riverman will stay rooted in Nim's heart. She will be happy nevertheless for the one glimpse she got. Oh shit. Quickly, make it out of there. Whew. That could have been bad. Just let it happen. I'm not fighting the fucking Draven there. They have a Terror Bird. They have a Gore Lord. They have Haunts, Stormthroat. Heal all the way, Jay. Jay. Perorn uncovers an alluring artifact. Sometimes Perorn would dig. A hobby is what it was. For a naturally skeptical heart, an expression of willing curiosity.
Destrick, I've found something.
So have I.
Really? What'd you find?
A digging tool. Hey, you up any glumflower? The Silken House healer is sending folks out for it.
Oh, no glumflower.
Well then.
Want to see what I dug up?
I'd be pleased if it was more than this pile of dirt. Is it more than dirt?
It looks like what is this, a tablet? It's a stone tablet. It's got pictures on it.
Careful, it might be cursed. Brush. Ah, I've been cursed.
Hey, is that Destrick showing interest in my diggings?
Well, a little bit. Alright, I'm a fan of Destrick now. He's such a smart ass, but in a not so smart ass kind of way.
Looks like a map, right? We know some of these landmarks.
It's been buried a long time. A little while longer won't hurt. And not Dravin. Heal Jay. Alright. This is not the final fight of the chapter, so that's not fun. The ruin of Zaner Warren lies in a natural depression. Fog heaps and flows, coats their faces in damp chill and the odor of undisturbed mold. But Dustrick's directions led them to the marked tunnel.
It's where Dragon would live.
Matt speaks in a whisper, chorusing echoes hiss from the shadows.
It's the kind of cave heroes enter and only one comes out.
Vague light slips in from somewhere, daubs the underground with faint hues. Through a prism of grays that twists and stretches. A snaking, splitting cavern, cold and bone quiet. Somewhere deep, the makeup of the tunnel changes. Earth-welded walls meet halls of hand-carved stone. There's a glow up ahead. Firelight. Let everyone know to tighten up. Grouping towards the blue light, they pause.
It's just 5 of us. Let's remember that.
Whatever happens, be smart. Take initiative. The enemies gaze without feeling as they enter. Here we are.
And welcome. Our patience is not everlasting.
Your patience? All this is your doing. What is it we're here to resolve?
I'll put it plainly. I'd like to make you an offer. They call me the Prophet, my disciples. To others I am Deep King. To you I have been an adversary, but that need not remain true.
You speak for everyone. The Deepists, you're it.
I am the authority in my order, yes.
So if we want to cut off the head of the snake.
Besides me stands the Shadow Messiah, a being older than legend, almost as old as myself.
The enormous figure at the Deep King's side narrows its eyes. The air it breathes is furnace-like and smells of wood smoke.
And what's the
offer is immortality. Immortality? You mean like in songs? I mean immortality. Your lifetime made endless. That is the secret we found, and we offer it.
The offer's for us 5, us together and no one else.
Should one of you be wise enough to grasp it, you will not be refused.
What's the exchange?
All you must do is come with us now. The stars don't love you. Below, there is warmth, knowledge, eternity waiting. You will not be above me, inferior, but beside me. Higher than only my queen.
Damn, they don't have that on the wiki. Well, we refused. Ben is even laughing his ass off. You're a coward and a murderer. We'd never join you. All you want is to get us out of the way so you can do what you please with the world above. Isn't that right?
I wouldn't limit my ambitions quite so much. But removing you is obviously the next step. Should any of you escape this cavern, you can consider our truce at an end.
Well, this was productive.
The Deep King moves away into the shadows, and his attendants move forward.
Look.
If we get chopping off snakeheads, what happens to everyone above us if we die down here?
Fair point. We need to escape. What? Hmm. Burning statue. Yeah, I should have gone that way. I forgot she lost her weapon. Alright. Uh-oh. I really should have gone in the bottom part. Uh-oh. Oh, this is gonna be scary. Uh-oh. Fuck. Damn it. I should kill those things. Uh-oh. That was all of his move. No! Fuck. Oh, God. Ouch. You know, if you move me forward, yeah, that's alright. Jesus. Jay sees the darkness approaching like a wave. Oh boy. She's gonna resolve to meet it head on. Ferocity of Jay's last stand won't soon be forgotten. Damn. What? Uh-oh. What the fucking hell am I supposed to do? Fuck you. Get fucking wrecked. Fuck you. Uh-oh. This is not good. Ben! Oh my god! The hit is worse than Ben had braced for. He struggles to stay up.
Hey, hope you're proud of yourself, Beast. Hope they give you a nasty little trophy. Want my last battle to be one I win.
Not broken, perhaps a little bent. A bit bent. Ben steps away. We are getting our fucking asses handed to us. Oh my god. What the fuck? Oh my god. His left leg destroyed, his spirit threadbare. Matt offers up a desperate request to the battle gods.
If I was ever going to ask them for a favor, now would be the time.
Get him out of there. I can make it far, but I could just get a friendly shadow. Sure enough, the shadows pull Matt in, hiding him until the battle is over. If it keeps going like this, there won't be a fucking... Like, okay. Alright, Nim. Oh, they're being revived as horn children. That's what it is. God, this is... Man, if only that would have knocked me back. Thank you. Alright, she has more reaction strength. Dumbass walked into the fire. Yes, keep pushing me towards the exit. Quick! Run! Jesus Christ. Oh gee, we're over here? How did you find us? Well yeah, they keep coming. Our goal is to escape. Oh my god, win a battle after losing 3 heroes to either maiming or death. Pyrrhic victory. God, that was awful. Here. Cool, Ben. Thank you. I did. Everyone out? Yeah.
Jay didn't make it.
So much for peace offerings. As for our dead, we'll mourn them well and long.
Mysteries like mists gather, grow, and surge at their heels. A few weeks pass. The stars are clouded.
The more I think about it, the less I believe it.
Believe what? That cyclone he gave us about eternal life and all.
Oh, care to explain?
Well, think about it. Is immortality just something they're doing out of two folks from a kettle? Or is immortality just something they're doling out to folks from a kettle?
Oh no, is it?
I'm guessing not. All their efforts seem aided at swelling their ranks. But why? What's ultimately in it for any of them? Whoever that Deep King really is, he had to start somewhere. He had to have some means of becoming what he became. I wonder what that story is. I wonder if all or a few of his fellows share that potential.
There's still so many things we can't explain. I worry the answers will be worse than the questions.
But they're answers we need. The passing of the night will tell them nothing. But truth is like a star. No cloud may cover it forever. The evergreen fell on Burley Fields.
What a waste. What is best?
I just realized, thank God we didn't lose Nim in that battle, because she's already been close to death. Jay ordered it this way. That was an interesting question, game. 11 years of peace follow. Yeah, which ones though? Okay. I mean, it's a decent amount, I guess. During the years of peace, Ben wondered what had become of Wynn, the unlucky cattle farmer. A visit left him pleased to see the farm fully repaired and a new herd of cattle happy in the fields. Repairing the physical damage done to Tahao's dream wasn't hard, but coaxing the magic back into it required weeks of meditation and spell work from Matt. Ben became smitten with a blacksmith's daughter. You could say that sparks flew. Each day, Nim swept the path and trimmed back the weeds. Flake couldn't help but ask, why the diligence?
We draw a line somewhere. Chaos creeps up. We keep it at bay.
Perorn went to Halilia's tomes one day to research his family name. Apparently, expertise with blades and bludgeoning was a running theme in Perorn's lineage. Oh, geez, really? The fighting instincts that served Matt so well on the battlefield served him slightly less well in the taverns. He was only permanently banned from one of them. Oops. Whispers rose again. Folks were flocking to the promises of a powerful cult. Without a troubled world around them, impressionable minds can still be swayed by subtle tongues given time. The young tend to be the most idealistic, easiest to enamor, easiest to ensnare. While out for an evening stroll, Perorn accidentally locked eyes with a forest squirrel. He welcomed it into his home, where it grew fat on a diet of nuts and gruel.
Did you like that? How about some more?
Flake spent a great portion of his peaceful days rolling around with his collection of strays. He would watch out for any passers by who might appreciate a tag-along. Flake Bernhoff has retired. He is no longer in your party. Yeah. Destrick's son. Destrick had a son? They had a son. Wit Bodenness. Oh, we're gonna have so many warriors. What? What? I'm guessing it's because I don't have characters, or enough characters, I guess. I don't know. I would have liked to have gone, I don't know, more archers. In the years leading up to his retirement, Flake grew more reflective. He decided that whatever he knew that could be passed on, he'd gladly try. Gathering less experience of their number, his lessons were tough, rough, good-natured, and true. Alright. Slim. Compassionate. Intellectual. Cowardly peacemaker. Alright, for Wit. Though Wit always showed an affable face, his parents were sorry to see how isolated the fame of their exploits and their frequent time away seemed to leave him. In a grove of cedars, he once happened upon a tree woman whose stories of the ancient days captivated him. Wit grew more attentive to the interconnectedness of the people in the land. He longed to return to a more glorious world, like the ones in old sagas where vast human compassions could outsize the hunger of monsters, move the will of the gods. Slim used to like watching stars drop onto the night like grains of sand. He'd pull his friends along. They'd all go out onto the roof, gaze upwards, and wake up together, soaked in dew. Some of the best days were the quiet ones he spent with a young, sick bird rider, living out her final days. Until the girl died, there were these things: simple meals, the warmth of the cabin, fire, compassion, and purpose. He longed, perhaps more than anything, to meet his intellectual equal, a woman who could turn his knowledge and ideas askance. Fair? No, wait. I did want to check your history. Doesn't have it in here. There's Perorn. Yeah. Alright. Well, out of the 3 people that would have retired that chapter, only one of them survived to actual retirement. He's got a peg leg.
Legends rest in places like this.
Ancient places? Forgotten places?
Shout if something stands out to you. What were you looking for, Wit?
Also not sure. Wit located this tome after a rare, seemingly inconsequential find. A segment of a long-lost epic had turned up one night, as he was cleaning his chambers. The feats of the story's main figures felt familiar once he studied them. Digging through old books, he deduced where the heroes of the verse were interred.
Call it a hunch, maybe. They fought monsters under mountains. Bullmen, diminutive horned things out of the darkness, and beasts made of living fungus. They saved their world, so could be a lesson buried here, don't you think?
Watch your step.
The lantern illuminated webs and wrought stone. Shadows shrink, hardening into cracks and hollows around the walls. Heroes were buried here.
Surprised those things still light.
I've got the touch of fire. Don't I usually?
You ever think about where you'll be buried? I doubt any of us gets a crypt.
I think about where I'll bury you sometimes.
What about being cast into the sea? I can imagine sinking down and becoming something else. A whale.
This is interesting. Here evermore lies Aeolus and Lestrand, their love, which protected so many shall cradle their eternal sleep.
The statue of the two lovers wears a satin layer of dust. Aside from that, it's pristine. A little bit boastful, isn't it? We get it. You guys were real into each other. Wit moves to another tome, set apart against the far wall. It looks like the others, but something about it seems off. As he lays a hand upon it, he knows.
Hey, this one's been touched.
Touched?
The dust is disturbed.
Huh? The shadows deepen. Uh-oh. Fuck. Kill all enemies. Survive if you can. Well, oh boy, gee golly. Oh. Damn. Wanna face me over here? Don't almost die again. Don't worry. This is not as much compared to last time. Fuck. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yeah, get fucked. Oh, shit. Okay. Still good. Ouch. Jesus. Yep, I did not die. You both alright? Here, help me move this. Together, the three of them take hold of the suspicious tomb, sliding it back to reveal a passage. How deep does this go? Someone should see where it ends, though it may be a very long journey. Not hobble. Okay. Slim. We'll scout the tunnel. Okay. Nim, Dustrick, Wit. Ben and Matt. Perform. We'll make sure there's no Draven invaders. Nim and Dustrick are rivals. That doesn't surprise me, considering what he said earlier. Alright. Who? Alright. We've got Mystic. We've got one Mystic, we've got one Hunter. The rest are fucking warriors. Uh... Yeah. Let's see. Alright. Nida's father was a rough-tongued blacksmith who went to his grave without ever opening a book. Young orphan, Linda vowed to do things differently. She came to think of art as the purest form of knowledge, expressing only what grew wild in her heart. She added to the wisdom of the world. The twin stars of duty and discovery caught her in their gravity. Sometimes they tugged her in differing directions. More often they pulled one way with doubled force. That's Linda.
Gunvigil's Chosen Ones has reached Foster Run. I've been waiting my whole life for this opportunity.
Well, you haven't been around that long.
Yes, you have, Nim. There's been several years of peace. In between all the years it takes for your group to get the peace.
But if you want, I could sign your,
Huh? Listen, what if I told you that my mother was a renowned cowherd? Not because she was any good with cattle, but because she beat a bull god in combat and won her good fortune. And then Grandma. Legend is, she threatened a flood so severely that it turned on its tail before it reached Foster Run. Which is why the town continues to be known for its unmatched magical artifact museum.
I think I've heard that story.
The point is, my blood is the blood of exceptional people. It beats behind my eyes such that I can barely sleep these days. And so I've been searching for a chance, any chance, to prove I belong to this lineage. Let me join you.
Right then, let's see if we can't channel that hero juice into something useful.
She's gonna be a mystic. That's Perorn. Oh boy. Incursion is coming up.
Please, let's not fight over who gets the item.
Yeah. Perorn retires at the end of this chapter. By golly, who'd have guessed? Yeah, that can do that. Nope. No. Now Perorn can join you guys. What was the guy's name we were supposed to keep an eye out for?
Jamber, I think.
Jamber. From what I know of hill folk, they normally spread themselves out over the landscape. Maybe they secretly can't stand each other. Who knows?
These aren't exactly normal times, though. And his wife seemed concerned anyway.
Of course she is. Old Jamber seems distracted, starts spending more time out in the ruins, watching the goats, or so he says. I'd be concerned too.
Is that the story?
Sometimes he wouldn't even come home at night. The lady seems at a loss. Sounded like they needed better communication, I said.
How do you get people to tell you these things?
Sit still for 5 minutes is all. People have all sorts of stuff twisted up inside of them.
Clouds grow like lichen over the sky. Lichen. They pick their way through the building bones until a shout rings out from close by. Come on! Come on! Come on! Come on! Up the hill, a man stands against a monument. His gaze starts between the sky. Come on! And the shadows of approaching Draven.
Get around him, quickly!
Drum Vigil's chosen ones rush towards the monument. Terror birds. Oh. I forgot to read that. Sorry. Yep. This is why I did not want to attack it the last chapter. Well, fuckity fuck. Mascot. Oh, fuck. What does Inspired do? Nice. Nice. Fuck. Get fucked. Nice. 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 Nice.
Okay.
No. I'm being harassed. Nice. Fuck. Nice. Gonna roast you over the fires.
Nice. Whew. Man, okay.
The clouds begin to disperse, and Nim regards the man who's now rubbing his arms and staring at the ground.
Jamber,
Do I know you?
your wife sends her regards. So what's the story? Watching the goats?
The goats do like it here.
Meh,
They climb the ruins.
meh, meh.
But that's not. When the hills begin to get more dangerous, I thought it might be time to finally use the storm wheel here.
Miss? What is it?
I just said its name. Surprised you haven't heard of it. The thing's been on the family land forever, and said it was Kioran. We had stories that it could. This is going to sound crazy, but that it could give you power. And my family are abysmal storytellers, see? Terrible imaginations. So I thought maybe they're not just stories. Maybe I could, protect the goats.
Meh.
And my wife, my Tilly, if I could get a hold of that power. It takes research, some old family recipes, and time. Lots of time to get a storm wheel to give up its secrets. I didn't want to tell Tilly.
Unless she came up with a story of her own?
Better than the story of a goat herd trying to wear a hat 2 sizes too big for him. It's a shame, though. I needed maybe one more good storm. The clouds looked promising today, and I thought I could finish the process before the monsters got here. No such luck. It was silly now I've seen what fighting really is. I'm not cut out for it. Glad I never told Tilly.
So now you're going to...
Count my goats and go home? Yeah. Unless one of you wants it.
It's possible. Make the beasts pay good next time.
The sky's clearing now, but if you want to take me up on it, come back sometime. Ask for Jamper Brave. Tilly too. We'll feed you, put you up, give you otherworldly powers. Hills folk hospitality, you know?
Steven!
Alright. The site is secured. There's always something we can use. Does that just mean we're desperate? Maybe.
Oh no, ribware. Oh shit. Slim finished.
Still no sign. Slim's competent enough. Still, it's a long time for anyone to be gone, especially down there.
Do we take a look ourselves?
I'm saying we need to think about what happens if...
Hide your lantern, see that?
Out of the black fathoms, a red star swims towards him.
Is it him?
It's someone. Later. Some must feel good. I learned so much down there about the mind, about darkness and our desire for contact, and it wasn't worth knowing. One thing I'll say, Ironmeat called himself a king, and from what I saw, he wasn't exaggerating. What did you see?
How deep down did you go?
Were you ever spotted? The tunnels go on forever, and they branch and meet dead ends, and they loop and tangle. Who knows how many entrances there are hidden around? At the end of all that darkness, I did come upon, what was it, a kind of castle? Within a huge cavern, a thing of spires and stone, a whole civilization, almost, and the Deep King. I saw him. Their home? Their home, their fortress, really. I'll tell you, it seems almost unreal now. A nightmare world, a land of lostlings, windless and cold. And much as I'm not anxious to leave the surface again, if we're looking for a way to stop them, to quench the deepest leaders and collapse their order, I think we found it. So we fed the beast in its den.
One way or another, this war has to end. I think this may be our best bet. This is the final fight. Okay. If I want to get this done quickly. Nim. Lit. But actually, I want District to finish this. Jamber and Tilly welcomed District and stuffed them full of bristleberry pie and goat cheese while they waited for a storm to roll in. Alright, this is more like it. Tilly, get your boots. You stay. Jamber tinkered with the top of the storm well.
Careful.
Wonderful. Good sign. Almost there.
You call us when you're ready. So, what'd you give up?
For?
The whole heroing. You know, like your goats or your spouse, to name examples at random.
Oh. Plausible deniability.
What?
Nothing. There's a District out there, in another time, who maybe got some good goats and a husband. Maybe they're even happy. I'll never know their story. This one's mine. District's musings were sharply interrupted.
Jamber!
It's been a long flower to bloom, but it's quite pretty now, isn't it? The storm fills with light, or water, or both. It swirls and spills over the sides. I should have asked this before, but am I going to have to fight something? Probably not. What happens now, then? Well, that wasn't in the stories. The ancient voices of the Tempest aren't telling you? And what will this do? He wields a crossbow, right? No, he wields a regular ass bow. Take a drink. You think he's dead? Oh, that was early. Okay. District draws their face close to the water. Tiny flashes within it hold their gaze. Suddenly, it's obvious what they're supposed to do. Gulp. How'd it taste? A little metallic. Not great, honestly. You both okay? ending this with no legacy points. This journey feels interminable. Tunnels curve in long natural arcs, the rolling of buried hills. The cart of rations and equipment they bring is the loudest thing down here. Ambush is a constant threat. At least the fungus burns. Their camps, their sleep, their meals, all are muted and misaligned, soon with no sense of time or proper place. Nimcot got out the cold bacon. Long into their trip, they begin to doubt they'll ever see the stars again. Infinite caverns enclose them. Frigid winds gust from the depths, set all the stone throats of the earth singing. Choir of hollow voices. They find and follow the marks they're looking for, and eventually arrive at their destination, having made excellent time.
Test the light. Come forward quietly. Pass the word back.
The outskirts of the deepest fortress seem mostly still. I think we have to assume they're ready for us. Then shouldn't we get rid of ourselves?
Backtrack to a defensible alcove that acted as their last camp.
Last chance to fix up our gear with what we brought. Empty that cart and make the most of it.
I set about making final preparations. I have no legacy points, so I have to actually pay attention to what I'm doing here. Don't die, that would suck, I know. Might as well get more archery on our side. I forgot to upgrade. Fuck. There's one thing I forgot. You know, this Deep King we apparently spoke with. What about his queen? He mentioned her, deferentially. If she exists, I imagine we'll have to deal with both of them.
Two deep monarchs.
A queen and a king. A queen, a king, a castle under the ground, a kingdom of believers, barbarians, and fools.
Keeps this way. Wit.
Everything they've scraped out, everything they've built, it's pretty incredible. I have to say, it's not really my style. Horns, skulls, altars for sacrifice. It's just staggering to take in.
If we survive this, maybe we can do something with the property, huh?
Yeah, that's a lot. Nice. Bone Lance. Don't mind if I do. That's fair. At least I took out some of the more threatening ones. Wow, the chosen one is rightfully afraid. Damn. Alright. Destrick has gotten quite a bit of HP. Nice. Yes! Get him too. Yes! Oh, this is a little bit scary, I have to admit. Ooh, nice. Uh-oh. Oh my god. Uh-oh. His armor's already down. Nice. He's rivals with Nim! Ah, they keep shredding his armor. Not your armor, too. Oh shit, they're coming from behind. Okay. Nice. All right. That one. Well, that's not good. I'm sorry, Matt. Here. Nice. Need those big threats out of the way. The father fungus is after us. Okay. Perorn is untouchable. Get him! Uh-oh. Get him! Get him! Slash him! Slash him! Slash him! Slash him! Wait, what the fuck are you doing? You're guarding, right? Uh-oh. That... What happened to all of your temporary health, Dustrix? Dustrick? Fuck. Damn, you can't shoot her from there. Fuck. Thank you. They're coming. They're coming! Uh-oh. Okay. Okay. We're making it. Not as much health as I would like. Oh, thank God. Okay.
Is it?
No going back. The worm keeps smells sweetly smoky. All the articles in here, old though they might be, wouldn't be out of place in Nim's room. Or Wit's. Ooh.
Pretty cozy compared to what's outside, what their followers endure.
Does this map look off?
The world has changed since it was drawn.
Enter the inner chamber, where a huge hearth glows.
You've come. I can't say I'm unimpressed.
The Deep King draws himself up. Then turns, proceeding into a deeper chamber.
If you must slay us to be satisfied, then first hear our story. Come.
The great fire burns steady and strong. It chews on a mat of woody fungi, producing the pleasant aroma that hangs in the air here. The Deep King leads them past a vast library, rich in texts that haven't seen light in centuries.
I'd have to spend eternity to read all these.
Eternity might be too short. Our bones will spend eternity down here if our minds wander. Swirls of dust dance behind them. Dark shapes fill the halls they've left. All sense the weight of the mountain, the gravity of this great mystery, sinking and settling, threatening to entomb them. It just makes me mad, the selfish cowards.
So let's end it.
Another waft of warm, fragrant air blows from up ahead. We'll talk inside, young heroes, and spin no more fictions. Finally, the Deep King ducks under a tenderly carved archway into a small, well-appointed chamber. A woman standing by the fire sets down a steaming cup. Here they are, my dear, our assailants.
How striking they are.
Heroes of the present age.
Well, we'll hear you out.
Maybe we can avoid more blood.
Are you impatient because you're young or because you're annoying? Nice to be called young, I'll say that, but we're not listening if you're not talking. Names then. I'm Aelus. This man you've dealt with is Lestrand. We're queen and king here. Those names, actually.
Sound familiar.
I'm sure you remember our tomb, don't you?
Here evermore lie.
Aelus and Lestrand.
Their love, which protected so many, shall cradle their eternal sleep.
You're saying?
We are them, those heroes from long ago. 2 of them, anyway.
The lovers, they called us. In a sense, we were once you.
Adventuring, fighting to defend the helpless. Building what we could. We lost friends, buried them, did it all the right way.
You were heroes? You served people?
But there was no end to it, you see. We tried, but there's only more death. There's only ever death, waiting.
Despite all we did for so many, we found no exemption. Doom swallows the meek and strong together.
But let me guess, you thought you deserved better than everyone else. You thought you were special. Shh, let her talk.
All that we got, we realized, no matter how much we ever might accomplish, even the story of us, some crossing ungrateful lips, would cease to be spoken one day.
It'd always been the assumption we'd grow old and retire.
We were supposed to be satisfied, that we'd live on through our legacy. That wasn't for you, was it? There's a better way.
We knew there would be.
So we went and did what others in our company dared not to. It was a mystic woman we'd met in our journeys below the ground, a witch of the deep we'd been tasked to destroy. We entered her seclusion and explained her quandary, the great injustice, that death takes heroes in time, just as it does all nibbling mice and measly lives worth less.
You took your worries to this witch of the deep, ostensibly a wicked being you'd been tasked to destroy, and then you asked her for her guidance? Yes.
Right.
Okay.
Wisdom is wisdom. How can you judge what you don't understand? That woman gave us the secret, in payment for her life. The secret to prolong our own lives indefinitely, by drinking the spiritual essence others willingly bequeathed to us. In covenant and to aid us, she summoned our Messiah. He would be our servant and an idol to easy fools.
In part to test its loyalty, we ordered the thing to slay her.
And it did. Our shadow Messiah.
You mean that massive beast that hunted us in the cavern?
That'll be absent now. Where is it? The monster is willful. It seeks its own ends, but that doesn't matter.
It was born to a purpose. It served.
Anyway, we'd soon formed a plan. We even hoped to bring our old friends into our secret. However,
Old Otto had been with us since the beginning. I expected him to react with more intelligence. What had to happen?
did.
And so we devised a model of ascension. Dissension, to be perfectly thematic. We began looking for those who would seize their chance.
The right words. That's all it takes to peel weak grips from the morals they liberally cling to. From our earliest servants to our youngest, we swallowed what they surrendered.
Those who came first were able to achieve greater forms, descending, drinking beside us at our endless wells. And from the truly worthy, we took nothing.
Better with their essence intact. Better with their essences intact, bodies and minds unchanged. Nice to look at, charismatic figures to aspire to.
Nice to look at?
I mean for the common folk.
I think you should kill him first.
A quiet moment passes.
It's not a grand or remarkable moment in any noticeable respect, but for the span of this moment at least, these powerful individuals, capable of shaping so much of the world's history and future, stand together on the cusp of action.
That's what all of this was, then? Every poor soul who took an oath? Fed your immortality?
Such is the nature of gods. From 1,000 small hearts, enormity.
And as their lives expire in order to extend the lives of the exceptional, isn't it better? I don't think we have much else to talk about, do we? Even after hearing our story?
We're the same.
No, we're really not.
We'll let you in. There's no reason for any of us to die. You've earned this, and you'll sacrifice nothing. Get everything, forever.
Together we can mold the next 1,000 years and the next.
Sorry, I didn't know.
Who'd want to live that long anyway?
Eternity among trash. If only you'd done better.
I'd prefer to be able to look in the mirror.
The last look that goes between the monarchs is brief. Hard to imagine what they're thinking, or what they might want to tell each other after so long a time. In the end, they say nothing. Deep Queen Aelus. Her Majesty moves with gentle precision, meditative purpose, as if all time and consequences were hers to distribute. The worried crease of her brow seems to be her only expression. Deep King Lestrand. His Majesty's walk is heavy and grim, and he seems slow to shift his gaze. Even so, he fights with unbelievable ease, natural as breathing. Oh, they're gonna keep coming still. Okay, well. Hey, what's over there? Ooh. Hey, what are you... Oh, damn.
However,
damn. Nice. That's one threat done. Oh shit, she has that. Okay. Also forgot I had those throwing axes. Nice. Kill her the old-fashioned way, Matt. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Fine heroes. Alright. Hold on. Alright, I'm gonna do something real quick before I forget.
I'm typing stuff for completion art purposes. Timber Dread. Alright. Post Spirit Blade. Untouchable. In the end, it takes very little time for their breath to still. Once immortal, the Monarchs are dead. Huh. As the two regal corpses are brought out, the crowding deepest melt from sight. They slurp amid pillars into shadows, and down dark holes. Despair and confusion congeal on their mute faces. The Deep Queen and her king will never leave this place. They're laid in state in sight of the citadel, the wind-barren wonder of their underworld. Their ancient perfect flesh takes flame. Nim, Wit, Mat, Dustrick, and Perorn take what can be salvaged in their small cart, and they go. The journey back is strange and dreamlike. The quiet caverns take on a different character, no longer as threatening as they are cold and empty. Now you rest. Maybe you deserved more suffering than we brought you, but you were heroes once. A gentle net of daylight dips past the entrance of the tomb, and pulls them up into the sun-struck woods. The seasons that have gone by under the ground feel splotched onto their arms and faces, crusted like mud or clay. Forest air washes them, fragrant, clean, and stupefying. And now let's get drunk and have a tomb-collapsing party. Who will ever know but us? Who will ever dream what could have been? Another 1,000 years, another, and another. What's buried is buried, lost is lost, gone is gone. Heroes grow old and their myths expire. Even the mighty constellations die. We're lucky enough to breathe the cold air. Watch the stars burn bright and smile as they leave the sky. We're lucky to wake and sleep in our own power, each contained in one unique span of time. Lucky to run and fall and crack and crumble on our first morning storyless, but on our last night welcome in legendary company. The end. Echoes die. Alrighty. Hey, I remember Al there. Perun got up to see the sunrise every morning. Often he insisted on company. Thanks for pulling me out of bed. Next time, though, please don't.
Shh, Dustrick, breathe it in. We can't take a single dawn for granted. Not anymore.
I'm so sad that she didn't get to marry a fucking waterling. It's the Stormwell. Nim gathered as many of the stories company stories as she could and enlisted Wit to illustrate them.
You told me you painted, but you didn't tell me you were good.
It's Elle's grandma. Or mother. Whatever. One day, Ben awoke with a lightness in his step.
I understand now. It all makes sense.
He vanished for 10 years and returned somehow unaged and full of contentment. Destrick built a lodge that attracted like-minded hunting enthusiasts. Days were spent tracking in the woods, and nights were spent exaggerating what they had tracked in the woods. Matt developed a passion for restoring ruined sites. They may not have quite matched their former glory, but he hoped the former inhabitants wouldn't be too embarrassed. Yeah, the Deep King. Oh yeah, Jay. Inspired by what she had seen of the Morthagi, Linda sets up a tinkering workshop and built impressive clockwork structures. No souls were harmed in their making, and the sculptures never tried to kill anyone. That's good. Oh yeah, that's them at the beginning. And then there's that priest.
In-house Destrick. Miserable? Still pickling in their own brine?
Nah, they seem pretty happy. Don't have to worry.
Life is long.
Sleep.
Alright. Of course I can't promote them. L and Flake. Alright. Well, damn. Part of me wanted to... hold on. Alright, I have to do that. Part of me wanted to continue with another stream to start the next campaign, but I think I might wait. Yeah, because I want to do more stuff today as well. But look, our collection of heroes is ever growing. Now I need a theme for the next batch. Nim, District, that's Bo. Wit. It's a good name. Wit. Perorn. Pretty old. There he is. Matt. Rest in peace, Carl. Anyway. Yeah. I was a bit worried once I realized that, you know, the Deepists are actually getting quite formidable as opponents. And then, since I've been removing any Gorgon cards, they kicked my shit. Oh, hey. Okay, so... Memories of the past. Okay. This is from a mod, so I'm not worried about this. So I've done this, and now I've done this. Then the last three are Luna and the Moth, All the Bones of Summer, and the Sun Swallower's Wake. This is 3 chapters? For Legacy Heroes. Well, I'll be damned. Okay, so 5, 5, 3. I guess that closes it out then. I'm fine with that. Anyway. Thank you for watching. I'm enjoying this game. Obviously I've enjoyed it. I've played it before, but it does take a little while to get through, and then the fact that I almost fucked up, that would have sucked. From what I remember, I never actually beat the Sun Swallower's Wake, so I'll have to... I might just make that an easy campaign, just so that I can survive. I don't know, though. We'll have to see. Anyway, you guys enjoy the rest of your day.